And we're on. Dustin is apparently dead.
Dustin, what's the last thing that goes through a bug's mind when it hits the windshield?
It's butt.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
So, despite the fact
What do you call a dog under your house, Matt?
What?
A subwoofer.
Jesus.
He won't help you here.
That is true. So despite the fact that I have not changed any of the information on Twitch because I'm a terrible person.
Does that mean Matt's name is still spelled wrong?
No, I actually fixed Matt's name.
Oh.
No, now there's 3 T's.
Yeah, there should be 3 T's.
There should always be 3 T's. No, I just failed to put down that this is session 12 of this game. We've gone 12 sessions, and nobody's dead except a wolf.
And a priest.
And well, okay, there was the one priest. I guess is no longer with us.
And that one other old dude's ability to do a card trick.
That was a different game.
No.
Oh yeah.
Rhythm can't do card tricks anymore either.
That's true because you did crush all of his fingers because you're a bad person.
To him. I'm a bad person. And now I'm getting drunk.
You're a bad person who is now getting drunk. So yeah, one second. I'm gonna open up my Twitch chat here so that I can see if anybody actually joins us, because otherwise I won't notice.
And make sure we have audio.
We do have audio. I am double checking that we have audio right now and everything is showing up as going through. So I am going to continue to behave as if we have audio. Let me see if I can fix this now. We are not playing Urban Shadows. We're playing Wheel Part 12. And yay, now it's updated. So hopefully that will work. Anyway, why don't we go around the horn like we always do and read off everybody's beliefs so that we know what's up with this session.
Alright. I am playing Yezi. I believe that the feast will finally fucking happen, and it will be delightful, and nobody will die.
That's a great belief. That will never come true.
Cordia, shut up, Matt. Stop interrupting me, Jesus. Cordia,
stop.
Guys! Cordia would be an amazing ally. I must figure out how to befriend her and do so. And I will dine with Osnani and convince him to implore the Confederacy to send troops to help us declare our independence.
Nice. Mr. Glover, would you like to go next?
Sure. One of these won't happen, but that's the way I wrote them. I can't run the church anymore. I will leave it and never return and find a stiff, bloody drink. I must find another way to prove my worth to Gosvik. I should start by helping Gisela on her farm and try turning an enemy into a friend. After all the preparation, it is time for the feast. I will ensure it goes off without a hitch. So one or three is going to happen, but the other one then can't. They're pretty mutually exclusive.
Okay. And last but not least, Dustin.
Ziva will cooperate with my investigation or be jailed. I will assign a detailed men to protect both delegations during their visit, and will not allow the wolves to continue ravaging people, so I will kill them or drive them off.
Awesome. All right. So are we starting on the day of the feast then?
Didn't we end on cliffhangers?
We always end on cliffhangers.
And then Shaun likes to go like brush over them.
I told
I can't
Chadwick
tell
that
you.
he was a better man than I, and then I went to the bar.
I cannot.
That's where I
I
left
cannot express how much it drives me nuts that like I'm like, let's move on to the next thing, and it's always like, no, we have to pick up exactly where we left off.
We don't have to. That's fine.
No.
You're
It's
so angry when you're drunk.
I am.
Calm down.
I just wish I was
Well,
drunk.
there was a whole conflict with me and Azifa on whether or not he was going to cooperate, and they were like, "Okay, we'll save it for next time."
I know. I'm joking.
Now we're supposed to just
Now we're just gonna
pretend like it never happened.
we're just gonna blow it over.
So, out of everyone, Dustin, you are also the most vocal person about when's this fucking feast gonna happen. So, you don't even have a belief about it.
I have never said when's it going to happen. I always say it's never going to happen.
No, this
You're
feast
very
is gonna
vocal about
fucking
it.
happen, and it will be delightful. And you don't even have to come if you don't want.
All right. So we had left off with Aldwin discussing the situation with Mazifa.
Yes, very politely discussing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Kind of ended at the point where I literally went for an intimidation where I told him he's either going to cooperate or I don't remember what I said at the time, but
you succeeded. So yeah, like he'll cooperate. He just doesn't like you.
he doesn't have to like me. He just has to shut up and deal with it. Being a baby about it. I don't even remember how we ended that conversation. So we can kind of just budget and.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like.
If only there was a recorded record of
I
this.
know. We could
It
always.
was, but then I didn't have to actually go back and watch it.
Yeah, and who wants to look up things on YouTube?
It's on YouTube?
Yeah, put everything on YouTube, yo.
Oh, I thought it was on Twitch.
It is on Twitch, and then it goes on to YouTube, like almost immediately afterwards, within like 5 days, depending on when I get to it. It's up now. Anyway, when we had left off, like you had basically like given him the ultimatum of, you know, either you're going to like cooperate, or there's going to be
consequences.
Yeah. But you'd succeeded on your intimidation roll. So yeah, like he had kind of backed down. He's like, all right, fine, like whatever it is you want, I guess.
Oh, I remember. I asked him to specifically help me with the whereabouts of all of his delegation. I needed that information, and he laughed at me.
Oh, that's right.
Then I got up in his face
Then
and
you
I
got
told him
up
to
in his face.
cooperate or whatnot. Not sure if I rolled. I don't think I rolled for that one, though.
You did. I'm looking at the intimidation roll right now.
Well, there you go.
You
Yours
got
better than mine.
You got 3 successes against an ob 3. I guess I should tweak his character sheet because that's not exactly what I put on here. Doo-doo.
No, that's the first intimidation. When I met him outside the bar.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that was the bar one because I got my circles there too.
Oh, you're right. Let's see. Okay. That's right. So you asked him to where all of his buddies are, and yeah, he does laugh at you, and in fact, he stands up.
That's what he did last time when I stood up too.
Yeah, he's a very tall dude.
Oh yeah, taller than me.
And he's just like, if either you can accuse me or my people of something, or not, but I think this conversation is done, little man. And he just goes and starts walking out the door.
I'm gonna yell at him. Like, either you cooperate with me, or I'm gonna throw your ass in jail.
Yeah, and like, he doesn't stop. He just kind of half turns his head, and he's like, "You do that, Imperial," and he just keeps walking.
All right, I'm gonna go restrain him.
Oh yeah, what do you do? Like, how do you restrain him?
I'm gonna chase his ass down, and I don't know,
he's not running.
Handcuffs?
So, yeah.
You probably
So
don't carry him on you, but you probably have to restrain him, take him somewhere, and then you like.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna yell for my guards too that are nearby. I imagine there's like one or two of them.
yeah, there's some guards, but like, so are you like grabbing him? Are you holding on to him,
Yes.
or?
I'm gonna grab him and hold on to him.
Sweet.
This will end well.
He does not like that. So your intent is to
Restrain.
keep him there until your dudes can come and like help you.
Help me wrangle him out.
Right.
It's obvious he's not gonna come willingly.
Yeah. His intent is to like just fucking shove you away so he can get out the door. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So
Simple enough.
So this is going to be a versus power.
Okay. I don't know if my power's any good at all or not.
I'll
Yeah, no, I have good power.
I'll go ahead and roll first so that you can have an ob. Oh, I only got 2 successes.
All right. Oh. Can I fork in
You can't
brawling?
you can't fork into
Oh,
a
you can't
stat
fork
test.
on stat tests. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, and you're not like, if you guys were like trading blows, trying to like actually injure each other, then this would be brawling. In this case, this is about like, can you hold on
Just
to him?
overpowering him.
Right. Oh, but you do succeed. 3 versus 2. That's a routine test, which is, not
applicable.
Yeah. But yeah, like you get a hold of him and like he tries to jerk his arm away. And before he can like actually like full on fucking like get up in your grill, a couple of the guards like just come bursting, like banging in through the door, open it up and like immediately kind of see what's going on and like and grab a hold of Mazifa. Like he's a pretty strong guy, but between the 3 of you, he can't overpower you. And at this point, he's like cursing in a language you don't understand, and yelling, and like occasionally you catch words that you've caught like on battlefields before.
Slurs.
Yeah. something. It like roughly translates to Imperial Pig. But it's one of those things where the direct translation doesn't quite do it justice.
Gotcha. I get the gist of it, but
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
and my men are gonna haul him down to jail.
Yeah.
And you only want some there.
So yeah, like they go to drag him out. When we'd left off, I think Yezi and Usnani were sitting outside, like.
Yeah, we'd split because we weren't getting anywhere.
Oh, that's right.
And it was too late for a duel of wits. So we called it off for the night. We're going to have dinner the next night.
Right. So you're outside when you see, like, them coming, like, moving from where the like troops are stationed. I can't fucking remember, like the barracks area.
Barracks.
To the actual like cells. Like you actually have
Yeah,
to go
I gather
out.
up my children and go to intercept them.
Bring your children?
Well, I mean, they're out there and there's nobody here to watch them. You want me to just leave them out here? Like,
Yeah,
it's
run around their feet and try to trip them.
future Jarl. Don't you see his tiny little cute crown?
Yeah,
Keep
and actually,
throwing?
freaking Asta has like a stick, and that she's been kind of pretending is a sword, and like as you guys are going to intercept them, she's like, "Turn around, Eric! I want to arrest you."
Just
At which point he says no, and she whacks him with the stick. Just pop.
I'm like stopping. I'm stopping Aldwin, but I'm like, just hold on a second. And I turn around and take the stick, and I'm like, do not hit. That is not kind. Apologize to your
You have
mother.
to choose between momming and stopping Aldwin. You can't do both.
Yeah, no, she throws the
La Chancla.
the stick down right away. Like she's
It
not.
takes off her sandal and flings it at her child.
Jesus. Yeah, no, that's not a hill your 6-year-old little girl is gonna die on.
No, I
of
didn't
course.
figure. But it's one of those, like, you have to address it.
Right?
You
Yeah,
can't be like, no, we'll fix that stick thing later.
yeah. She
Yeah,
tosses it down and looks
I turn back around
appropriately
and I'm like,
apologetic.
what's that, Sean?
I said she tosses it down and looks appropriately apologetic, which you
Does
know
she
means.
apologize to her brother?
Yes, she does. I'm sorry I hit you with this stick.
Yeah. And I'm like, good. Now that we have that sorted, like, cover your ears. Aldwin, what are you doing? Like,
I'm not gonna stop. I'm pissed. I'm just gonna.
All right. Yeah, I crossed my arms. I'm like, Captain Lurko, Lurko? Is that it? Yeah,
No.
Captain Lurko, I command you to stop.
Stop and allow the other two to take him up to jail.
Yeah, and like as they're they stop briefly to like kind of give you the like, what would you like us to do, and then they see your face and they're like, no, we know we're going to keep walking. And Mazifa is yelling in the native tongue, which only you can understand here, Yezi. And he's just like, tell them to get their fucking hands off of me.
What are you doing? I thought it was just some friendly questioning to rule them out.
Yeah, it was until he stopped cooperating and started becoming a child.
Like, look at my children. I'm like, okay, what did he do? Did he hit you with the stick?
No, I believe your children are more well behaved. No, No, he refused to cooperate with any questions I had, and was belligerent. And I basically I warned him too. I said, either you can cooperate with me, or I'm just going to throw you in jail.
So
And
you
Flat up ignored me.
arrested. He's the bodyguard to
Asnani.
Asnani, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, you arrested or are arresting the bodyguard of the man who crossed wolf-infested territory to save all of us from starvation. That's
Yes.
who.
I'm attempting to clear him and anybody else in any of the delegations of the recent murder. And all I ask is that he cooperate and give me a little bit of information, and he can't even do that. How do I know he's not part of it?
Why would
Until
he
I get
kill
those
the
answers,
priest?
he's going to sit in jail. Huh?
All right, let's go talk to him. Like, let me take the kids to the house, and I will meet you there, and he will answer me.
You're welcome to come with me.
Yeah, so I find, like, the kids, like, nanny or whoever.
Right.
And I also collect Osnani, even though he's slightly drunk.
Yeah, well, because
Is he drunk?
he's staying in the
He's
house.
been drinking.
Yeah, I mean, you have too. In fact, that like that wine from your homeland is like it's potent stuff, and you guys have both been drinking for a while.
It's pretty much Four Loko.
Four Loko, Jesus. Why don't you give me, let's say, an ob? It's not gonna be that high. Like an ob 2 fort test. Like, can you shrug off the effects of the alcohol?
Probably not.
Is it a steel test?
No, it's a fort test.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a skill drinking, isn't it? Isn't drinking a skill? Or does she have to roll it? Well, no. There's drinking, which is avoiding getting drunk, and then there's dwarven drunking, which is trying to get drunk as fast as fucking possible. I thought.
Is this a drinking test, though?
I thought I rolled, but I don't think it didn't show up.
But yeah, if you're not trying to actually outdrink someone, it might not be a drinking test.
So I guess I didn't roll.
Drinking is the skill of getting drunk and not showing it. Never mind.
Did my roll show up for you guys?
This is a skill best used as a versus test between drinkers. I
Yeah.
do not see it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do it again. What happens if I fail?
If you fail, you're going to be at a +1 ob penalty.
Everything.
The rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just from.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Bitches, I am
You're good.
fine.
You can handle your booze.
Yeah.
It's been a rough few months, and I've been drinking a lot, apparently. We get the kids in bed and have a good drunk. Yeah, so I like send the kids off with their nanny, and then I collect Osnani.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh.
apparently he had a bit of an issue with the captain of the guard here. And once his whereabouts are accounted for, when the priest went missing, we'll get him out.
Yeah, I think like getting him isn't a problem at all.
Am I going to regret getting him?
I don't think so. Oh shit! I have to give me 1 second. I have to grab my other notebook. I wrote down something that I actually needed in like.
Fail.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I have a note in the wrong place. Jesus, I'm a terrible person. 1 sec. This is professionalism at work.
At least
Just
One out of 3,000 things that you've got is out of place.
I didn't notice before. You can kind of see his office that I redid. Do you see those like white stripes? I'm pointing on my screen so that you can see that. Those white
Oh,
stripes.
cool. Here,
on
let me
the
just.
side? Yeah,
Matt,
like
you are really obnoxious.
he's got like hyperspace behind his where the TV is. It looks
I
like
see
a
that. Yeah,
it looks like
yeah.
an Imperial ship in his office. It's
Oh,
pretty
that's awesome.
What's up, bitches?
I wrote it down so I didn't have to remember.
Did you get a sticker for
I
yourself?
did not get a sticker.
Not even a gold star.
Oh, there's an amazing thread on, what was it, on Twitter?
I
About
think it was on. Well, yeah, they took screenshots, but I think it came from 4chan.
Everything comes from Fort.
Sorry, I had listed like who everybody was in the
war.
No, in the Tibesian delegation, but forgot to write down like who they are on the character sheets. All good. Yeah. So Asnani, like as you're kind of collecting him and taking him there, is like how serious is this problem? Do I need to get the others?
Oh, no. I think this is a conflict of personality, and not an actual issue.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Did you come with me to get him? Like, are you listening to this being like, no, my captain's just
No,
dead.
I imagine once you're like, okay, I'll talk to him. I wander off to make sure he got thrown in jail.
Yeah, so I'm explaining to Ozani, I'm like, I understand the hard feelings coming from him, and why he wouldn't want to deal with the Imperials, but unfortunately this is the situation that I'm in,
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if you do know how much of an issue this is. Mazifa really doesn't like Imperials, like really doesn't like them.
Yeah, if you want my bona fides on how much I don't like Imperials, just ask my husband. He'll tell you.
And he goes, point taken. and then follows you down to the cells. Meanwhile, Father Colin, you had when you had left the church, you just went and got drunk, right?
That's lofty.
I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
You
I
were
like the
correct.
realization on his face.
Okay, so yeah, I go to the public house and start to imbibe heavily.
Yeah, you do. Are you just getting
Fucked up,
just getting
Getting
fucked
stupid.
up?
brooding, and just like not quite chugging, but not just nursing either. Like, I mean, maybe a couple hard fast ones, and then brooding while continuing drinking.
Saying the stained.
Nice. Yeah, the the first couple, it's like I said before, it's not like it's, a bar or a tavern. Like, it's just where people kind of come in on their off hours to have a couple. Mostly farmers. They'll have a beer and then go back out to the fields. So like the first two, nobody really raises much of an eyebrow. By the third one, people are kind of being like, are you sure you want another beer? Another
And
ale?
at that point, like, I'll look at kind of like maybe the cost of the nicer stuff, and I'll just be like, I'll ask for the dregs. I'll be like, just whatever was I mean, if it's the bottom of the cask or
Give me the spittoon.
the brew that wasn't, the brew that wasn't didn't quite come out the flavor they wanted or whatever. Something that's cheaper. And just
Right.
start and just keep that going.
Yeah, I mean,
And if anyone asks me if I'm sure, I just look at them and just repeat, keep it coming.
yeah. So by number 6, you're feeling like both full and like pretty hammered, and like
I stagger out. I start staggering to where I think the Outback is, or that little alley there.
Steakhouse?
yeah. So like as you get up and start staggering away, like somebody, and your vision's all fucked up because you've been drinking, comes up and is like, Father, maybe you should go and take a rest. You don't recognize this person, but they've definitely got like the Gostvic accent.
It's painful to be burning bridges. That's all I can say. I'll slur something unintelligible and just kind of do that kind of shoulder roll push off as I go out. There might have been a fuck off somewhere in there, kind of,
I hope he feels threatened at some point.
I'm still hoping people just assume I'm feeling horrible that another priest was killed, not that I'm a murderer.
Yeah, like you swing your arm, and like everything kind of tilts as you like they were kind of trying to support you because you're staggering around, and then you hear a couple of other chairs scrape back, and you see just like, there was only like 3 or 4 people in here. Like they get up and the guy you push just fucking like falls back and eats it, like trips over something and like eats it into the sawdust strewn floor.
And I just kind of keep like staggering towards the door, like one hand almost out, like feeling more than seeing, and yeah.
And then another like another hand, it like you feel like not just hold on to you, but like grab you by the like collar, like the back of your collar, and it's like, all right, I think you've had enough, Father, and like is doing its like, it just kind of pushes you forward. What do you do?
I think I know what he does.
I'm gonna like when the hand is on me, but before we start moving, I'm gonna say and it's a little less slurred now. I'm basically gonna say, "Oi!"
Do it. Bust it out.
No,
Go,
I'm not
Matt.
gonna do it anymore. Now I'm embarrassed. No, but he's gonna say.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at my cat. Sorry.
He's gonna say.
I wanted to hear it.
You must take your hand off me, son, before I crooked your nose.
And like the person's just like, all right, Father, whatever you say, and like is kind of like one hand on the back of your collar, the other one's kind of like on your upper arm, not like grabbing you, but like kind of holding you steady and like pushing
Okay, so
you.
not threatening.
Well, I mean,
All right.
this is the like, you've had enough.
Yeah.
We are showing you the door. You're not being
looking
like
for the
picked
door
up
in
and
the first
chucked
place.
out. Well, yeah, but
No,
there's
but
a
I made
difference.
a promise, and if you say something and don't follow through, they're not going to learn. You know, you gotta follow. All right, so
When you punched a cop, what's one random or
right. What's someone who probably comes to my church and believes in my religion and looks up to me?
exactly?
This is gonna be not bad at all. So it's gonna be it's gonna kind of take a couple stumbling steps, and then all of a sudden stumbling stops because like fighting reflexes, and just elbow snap back to the nose.
All right.
Roll to resist drunk.
Yeah, that's that is a good point. You are drunk. Like, you haven't just been drinking. You are drunk.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think like I think you're at +1 ob
Okay.
for this, because this isn't like I've been drinking wine and then shit goes down and I gotta like shake it off. You could spend a fate point to get rid of it if you wanted to.
A fate point?
Yeah, it's the what is it? The grit your teeth rule.
Good to know, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet.
Okay.
Like if it suddenly becomes a dangerous situation. But yeah, so
Yeah.
brawling +1 ob.
Yeah. Like, what's your intent? I mean, I know
I
what
told
you're
him I'd
doing.
crooked his nose. So the first intent is I want to break his nose,
Jesus,
Um,
dude.
and that'll get him off me, and then I can finish staggering outside unless something else happens. But the
I
intent
want
is
them
to
to
break his
throw
nose
him in
and get
jail.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That would
Like
be
where they're
amazing.
getting the other guy out and they bring in drunk Father Colin.
Ooh, I do like how how you think there, Yezzy.
So, all right. So it's gonna be versus brawling.
Which I'm hoping they don't have, but they might because they
they-
run a public house.
They don't, because these are just farmers, right? Like, they're
I'm such an asshole. I'm a horrible person. I don't like myself now.
but there's
Stop
more of
doing
them.
it.
There's
That
more
means
of
you
them.
Don't have to do this.
That means it's a good burning wheel game, right? When you hate yourself.
Not necessarily. Not if it's somebody you hate playing. There's a difference. Hard choices are one thing. Not enjoying what you're doing is another. I mean, if it's interesting to you, keep going. I'm not making that decision. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's interesting to us, but we're not your character.
All right.
You don't have
Yeah.
to play it.
So if you succeed, then you're going to crooked this man's nose, and that'll give you the break you need to stagger away on your own. If you fail, then like when you start fighting back, the other guys, the other people that were in the bar, or in the public house, are following you out, and they're going to come and protect their buddy, and
Protect or avenge?
well, no, like, they're not coming out. They know who Father Colin is. They're not coming out to be like, bruh. But sometimes fights
they're not
happen,
those
especially
guys.
with drunk people. So we'll see where that leaves you.
Okay.
When
So, I'm gonna roll my I'll let you set the.
no,
ob
go
then.
ahead and roll
Okay.
brawling, because they're
I'm gonna roll brawling.
at double ob penalty.
Dustin, I'm a father. I'm a priest. I know how to sucker punch as well, so I know how to sell it beforehand. So I'd like to fork in inconspicuous, because it is not at all what you think is going to happen from a priest.
So
I don't know why you said my name, but yeah.
sorry.
Did I mean? I meant Shaun.
You're
Sorry.
I was like, yes?
Yeah, I was
Let me-
really confused too.
Let me
How am I helping this?
hang on. Let me rephrase this. I went ahead and rolled because they have double ob penalty, right? Well, they have double ob, and you have an ob penalty because you're drunk. So your ob is
My
one.
ob is 2.
Yep, 1 plus the 1 ob for being drunk.
Yeah, can I fork it inconspicuous because it's not what you think? I'm used to acting innocent before I throw the sucker punch, and I'm a father. They don't assume that from me at all.
Inconspicuous, probably not like falsehood for
Falsehood, either one would work.
would probably be more.
Disguise.
All right. Modifiers +1. Power to know. Base obstacle 2. 5 dice.
Yeah, like
And then, like, as he drops and people are like rushing to him, I just fucking toss her, and I just like stumble out
nice.
and start stumbling towards. Oh God, do I want to make this worse or try to sleep it off?
Hell, in for a penny, in for a pound, man.
I said I'd leave the church behind right now, and it's not being challenged, so I'm going to drunkenly attempt to chase a second belief, and I'm gonna start staggering to Gisella's farm.
Oh,
You
That
could always burn the church.
gonna go. Yeah. Now wait. Oh wait.
all right.
I'm good at helping.
So you start wandering southward through the snow. You can vaguely hear people like yelling at your back.
Did you say through the snow?
Oh, sorry. I meant through the town. I don't know why
Okay.
I thought snow.
Because of my cold hat. I'm
Because
super
yeah,
cold.
because I see your hat and all I can think of is snow. Yeah, you start making your way
Are
southwards.
we talking about cocaine right now?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
we're talking about the Canadian rapper Snow.
Look, that would be easier.
Back up at the Jarl's, or yeah, at the keep. Mazifa is in the cell. Like Osnani is kind of like standing kind of at the back of the room, like tapping his foot. Like, well, this is a fucking mess. Maziva himself is in the cell, just glaring at you,
Literally
Aldwin. And
out for all I care.
and Osnani like kind of keeps looking back and forth between you, Yezi, and Aldwin. Like, who's gonna say something first?
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Well, she
talk
said
to,
she wanted to talk to him, so I'll just kind of
Yeah.
look at her, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way to you, like Yezi. I'll just kind of look at her and be like, because I'm pissed off at him, not you.
Yeah, I figured, but yeah, and I'm gonna like address him in the like our the Tibetan tongue,
Right.
and just be like, look, I understand that you don't like these people, and that's fine. Trust me, we have all lost loved ones to them, but all you had to do was tell him where you were when that priest went missing. Why was that so hard? You don't think I have enough shit on my plate to deal with right now without having to mediate between you and that asshole?
And he's like, why should I have to justify anything to one of these? And he like spits on the ground. One of these dogs. Why should we even be somebody who needs to be questioned? We were here saving your people's life.
And don't think I don't appreciate that. In fact, we're having a feast very soon.
Uh-huh.
Very fucking soon. To honor what you guys did for us. But, like it or not, what's this dude's name again? I keep clicking away. Mazifa. Like it or not, Mazifa, they're the ones with the power right now.
He says,
they're the ones with their boots on our throats. And I understand. I don't want to capitulate to them either. All right?
He says, I thought you were the one in charge here.
I like look around and like, do I look like I'm in charge?
He says, not right now, you don't.
All I'm trying to do right now is keep them from taking this land as well, which they clearly think that they have a claim to since they won some war. I heard you knew about that.
He looks over at Aldwin, and then looks at you, and he says, you should just let us kill them. It's what they deserve.
Be that as it may, whether I agree with you or not, all that is going to do is bring suffering and death to the Varda people. And we've paid in blood, just as you have.
We have, He says, I thought you were one of us.
I was until I was sent out here. Like, and at this point, she just like, she wilts and like her shoulders droop and she rests her head against the bars and she's like, please, to make my life easier, to get you the fuck out of here, please just answer his questions.
Sorry, I'm looking at what he's got.
I almost want this to be a duel of wits where the stakes are answer the questions and his stakes are no, instead let's murder all the materials.
What does he want? He's he really hates these people. Like he's just angry about this. About this whole thing, and like he's just being intransigent. What you said sounds like persuasion.
Yeah.
At Ob 3.
That's what I was thinking.
And if you fail, then he's just gonna dig in his heels, step back from the bars, and just be, I'm not capitulating to, I'm not going to be treated like a criminal for your sake.
Okay. Well, then he can just rot in here.
Act like a bitch, you gonna get treated like a bitch.
But if you succeed, he'll.
We're gonna throw in a persona, just so.
Okay.
This is gonna go well.
You do have 1-6.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that.
Oh, please roll that 6.
You can go ahead and fail. So.
Oh, I'm so
Oh man,
sad.
all the one
You had
continues
7
to.
dice.
Oh. I mean, I'm not sad that Aldwin can't narrow down the suspect pool, but I mean, I know a lot of other people might be.
Yeah, he he looks at you for a minute and like you know, he kind of he looks at you and he's like Yezi, I thought you would have my back here. And then he just like he steps back away from the bars, kind of sits down against the back wall and folds his arms. And he's like, if I'm going to be treated like a criminal, he may as well do it all the way.
She stands up straighter and she's like, first of all, you do not know me. You will not address me by my first name. Second of all, you can get out of here, but you're choosing to act like a child and pitch this little fit, and until you are done and decide to be an adult and just answer his damn questions, I guess you can sit in here. Because if this is how you're going to behave, this is where you're going to stay. And she turns and leaves.
What?
Yeah, and Asnani's like, what? You're just gonna let him, like, and he's speaking in like the common language. He's like, you're just gonna let him. What? And he goes to
Are you
follow
going to
out.
get him to answer your questions? Or answer all those questions?
Much of this is my understanding.
What like once Asnani starts talking, he's like, that's when he's back in the common tongue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's like, can you control your man? Because he's not listening to me.
Has
What do you want me to do about it?
and he, like he's like, nothing, apparently.
Just have him answer Aldwin's questions. That's all it would take.
And Asnani turns to Aldwin and is like, has he done something wrong? Has he
I have
broken
no
a
idea.
law?
He's obstructing an investigation to a murder.
And he says, this is a jailable offense here?
Is that a... Sorry.
Is this a question about whether it is a jailable offense here?
I'd roll on that. I have rule of law.
Yeah, well, I mean, she has rule of law. I certainly don't.
Aldwin, just say that you are the law and it's okay.
But you have to say it like this.
I was thinking about it. I am the law.
I am the law.
I like how that's the International Judge Dredd symbol.
Right.
I can't do the scowl as well as
Yeah.
you guys.
And Asnani is addressing you, Aldwin.
Yeah.
Just
I
say
have the
it is.
leeway to arrest him until I'm sure he is not part of the murder. I did not arrest him for the murder. I arrested him because all I wanted was some questions answered. And he would have been free to walk away, free to go. He's being a constant. I can't think of another word other than obstruction.
Hindrance.
Hindrance. Thank you. A constant hindrance to any effort I have to get some answers. If you can answer questions on his behalf, I would let him go. I would be happy to let him free. I don't want to put up with him any more than you want him in jail.
Osnani, was he with you when the priest went missing?
He says he was not.
And I'm guessing, like, because of that rule, Mazifa's not going to answer shit, is he?
Yeah, Mazifa's just like,
Oh yeah, I'm
fuck you
pretty sure
all.
that that intent is done.
Yeah, I'm like, once he tells us where he was, he's free to go. By Varda law, you can't be arrested for this, but like, look at Aldwin. I'm like, clearly we're not being run by the Varda, so.
He's like, I cannot in good conscience answer for another man. I can only tell you that your that your priest was not murdered by any of my people. I notice you don't have any of your the Varda people locked up in dungeons for not answering questions.
Not yet. I haven't had a chance to ask them any.
No, you simply went to the people you thought were most likely to have done it.
No, I went to the people who were closest.
Ah, the ones who were there. I see.
Is this really the hill you want to fight on, Aldwin?
It's up to you. At this point, I'm just tired of dealing with this whole thing.
It's up to me? Then fucking let him go. How is
Fine.
this? Like, turned out Osnani. I'm like, you happy? Because I have a people to feed. So I'm going to go do that. And you guys figure this out. If you're leaving it to me, Aldwin, let him go. I don't believe he did it. He has no reason. Then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, other than the fact that they keep wanting to kill everyone. God.
Fine. I'm done with it.
Thank you, Captain. And I leave.
Nice.
Aldwin is at his breaking point of just not wanting to put up with this anymore.
So you're saying now is the time I should confess after all this? Right
You
now.
know, I forgot to say, someone still has my brother's knife. If it suddenly found its way into an incriminating area, that would be a pretty good scapegoat for everybody.
I did sow that seed pretty well.
You did. It just hasn't been
Brought to fruition.
thrown in my direction yet.
Who does
Yeah.
have the knife? Doesn't
You did.
Paul
You put the idea in my head, but then I dismissed it. But
I have the knife. I picked it up later. I was going to attempt to use it on him in a moment of poetic justice later, but that kind of is
that
past.
knife finds
So,
its way. I mean, because that's evidence, man. I don't think my brother did it, but if there's evidence against him, I can't really argue with that. But yeah, no. I walk over. I open the gate or the door to his cell, and I kind of just do a little polite "sir," but in a kind of a snarky man-child way,
Sure.
being a petulant man-child.
Yeah. He he kind of comes striding out with a smirk. Like he won. And he walks by you, and like as he goes to kind of join Osnani, before the two of them leave, he's like, I'm impressed that you had to use 3 of you to haul an unarmed man into a cell.
let me at him, Dustin. I got this.
Then I'll retort. I'm impressed that it took someone other than yourself. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm impressed it took someone else to save you. If it were me, I would fight my own battles.
He kind of looks you up and down real quick, and he's like, I didn't see a battle to fight.
Sure, acted like you did.
He's like, oh, did I come armed and armored and unwashed?
Oh. Can you guys just go beat each other up and then kiss already?
I want to kill him so badly.
Asnani, like, eventually is like, Mazifa, that's enough. And yeah, and like they go out.
Oh man, someone's gonna end up fighting that dude. I don't know why Matt wants to fight him so badly.
I think he just wants to punch people. And he's big.
Okay, and that's a guy that he can get away with punching without any remorse.
He'll punch back pretty hard.
Yeah.
So Father Colin drunkenly arrives at Gisella's farm. What do you do when you get there?
Give a rock.
You just stare?
He's thinking.
Hey, give him a minute. He's got.
He's mustache
Yeah.
twirling.
Yes,
shoot,
you were
I missed
Father
it.
Colin.
I'm sorry. I'm not thinking. I'm ADHD. Anyway, no,
You're just
what's
sitting
going
back
on,
like.
What's going on, Shaun? What's going on?
You go to Gisella's farm.
Yeah,
What do you do?
you arrive. You stagger up to the farm.
Okay. Is anyone there?
Yeah, I mean, Gisella's out there. Work.
Oh, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. All right.
It looks like she's carrying some things like back toward the house. Like she's got some farming tools and that she's going to put away.
Okay. I will start walking towards her.
Okay.
Past the little stone fence and everything.
Yeah, she doesn't notice you until you're kind of right there, and then she turns and is like, is there something I can do for? And then she notices, like, she sees the condition you're in.
Yeah.
And is just like, what?
You don't like me.
God. Just such drunk talk.
She yeah, and at this point she's just like, you need to find someplace to sleep. And she
But go ahead.
like, yeah, and she kind of turns to go, like, finish whatever business, like, go put her shit back in the shed.
I'll start following her, and I'll be like, why was the hate at me? He's like trying to get out, like, I just came over there. There's that small building on the edge of town. I didn't bring guards. I didn't. And he's just like, you know.
Yeah, and she's just like, you need to go. This is not the time for this. And like kind of is like, I'm sure we can discuss things later, but go.
I don't know what to do.
You could sleep in her barn. See if she'll allow that much.
I owe you, he says. I can, and he's like looking around. But I could help out. Prove myself to not, you know. He's just like.
I like how you tried this when you were sober and it didn't go well.
It
so
somehow
your
goes
character
better.
thinks drunk is gonna totally do it for him.
He's not hitting me with a rock. I think mom instincts are kicking in at this point. It's like, oh, this is just another thing I have to take care of right now. God damn it.
Yeah, so she like sets her like hoe and scythe and like just, you know, random set of tools kind of up against the wall, and is like, Father, I know we have our differences. This is not the time for this. You are not in the condition for this. You need to leave now. Please. And she kind of like she doesn't shove you, but like kind of
guiding hands or something.
No, just like one hand against your chest, kind of pushes you, like trying to
establishes the space.
Yeah. Be like, you've gotta go, drunk man.
He says, fine, and I'll later we'll talk and then make
Totally sleep in her barn.
Yeah, I'm going to, and then make Chadwick not angry anymore, and stop the death and stop the everything.
She's like, what?
You said stop the death?
Yeah.
What about Chadwick?
He's angry with me.
What did you do? What did you do to my son?
I did.
Why?
I didn't do anything to him. To him, he kind of emphasizes, you know, and kind of throws up, saying maybe he's just, I don't know, sees through the. He's just not happy right now, and he turns and starts to like walk towards the fence.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, this is odd to her. She's like, where is Chadwick?
Oh, he's at the church, I say, like with my back to her.
And she's like, all right, I'll go and get him. Maybe he can help you. And like she starts walking, like, and then rolls her eyes, and she's like, after you, it's your church.
I'm not going back. I'm not. Chad's there, and I'm not going back.
Oh, yeah. She's like, this is ridiculous. Take me to my son now.
I said, no, you had a good idea about sleeping it off first, and like I just like find a patch of dirt on her farm, and I start like trying to get cozy
Kicks
down.
you. She's like, no, you're going to take me to my son. I don't know what's going on, and you are acting beyond strange.
Fine. I might still be able to get my belief this way. So he drunkenly starts taking her to the church.
What's your belief? Trying to cash in?
I should start by helping Gisela on her farm, but the main part is try turning an enemy into a friend. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Probably, I'll take her a circuitous, whatever that word is. The big circle route around the outside of town to get to the church.
She knows how to get there. Like, when you start, like, trying to like, swerve off the path to avoid going, she grabs your arm and is like, no, it's this way.
God damn it. Okay.
And eventually, she will
moms
drag
have
you.
a power over Father Colin, and it's scary. Okay.
She hasn't quite gotten as far as, like, grabbing you by the ear yet, but it's pretty close. She's getting pretty pissed.
Okay.
Yeah, until the two of you...
She knows about the death of the priest, right? That's kind of common knowledge now.
I think everybody knows probably
Right.
about the death of the priest. Like, it's a small town, and rumors, like, spread
Only
quickly.
grow,
Right?
and we both know what we know.
Yes. Yeah. So,
and then we get to the church, and like I stop outside the church, like maybe 20 feet from the steps, and he's fucking in there. He's in there.
And she's like, that's not my church. And like, she starts pushing you towards it.
He will kind of out of the way, and is like, you want him to talk, you could talk. I'm not setting foot in there. The door's open.
Can you cross your arms and stomp your foot too?
I'm not gonna yell surprise at you like I tricked you into my church.
Yeah, she's like, what? Such a child. And she like grabs you by the shirt and like starts pulling you into the church. And she's going, Chadwick! And like is dragging, or at least attempting to drag you along. What do you do?
That's a threat. I am not going to sucker punch, but I am going to.
I think you should.
Do kind of like a brawler's like break and shove, and say, you want to go into my fucking church? Go into my fucking church, but don't you touch me again.
Yeah, and like, yes,
and it's like narrowed eyes and like serious behind the.
Yeah.
Suddenly, like all the city thug comes out in that thing.
Yeah. No, you like you shove her ass hits the ground, and then you hear,
like,
"What are you doing to my mother?" As Chadwick comes, like,
God, Shaun, you are just the meanest.
No, I totally knew it was coming. I put my hands up and I say, she wanted to come see you. She's trying to push me to. There he is. Talk to him.
Can we take a short break here?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a short break. And we will be back in just a few minutes to see how this all plays out.
Oh, I'm sure.
We'll be back in 10.